guys, welcome back to the Independent Investor channel. It's so good to be with you. My name is Ryan, coming to you from New York City, New York. These are going to be my top stock picks for September, guys. And I've just got a couple ground rules before I start. You need to make sure and do your own research, guys. Listen, I research these stocks in depth for you guys. So for you guys that don't have a lot of experience in the market, certainly take these recommendations at face value, okay? I really try to offer a different idea, a different representation from each of the sectors as we're looking to build a diversified portfolio for you guys, all right? Now, for you guys out there that are part of the investing community, certainly I encourage you to leave your dialogue and commentary, as I know a lot of people out there kind of wait for my stock picks to come out with, because I usually try to come up with something original. Now, guys, keep in mind that these are actually stock picks that I have already taken a position in here recently within the last week, or I'm looking to take a position in, okay? So make sure that you're doing your own homework on this, guys. I'm quite certain that Bill Ackman, who took a position in Valiant, thought it was a good idea to buy Valiant before he lost $4 billion in his particular hedge fund, guys, okay? So there always comes with a risk of reward in stock investing, but there always is a risk of taking a stock into a downturn. I just want to get that out of the way. Second thing, some of the ground rules on my particular channel that I want you guys to be very aware of is that a lot of the stock picks that I come out with on these monthly videos are stocks that I identify are attractive at this particular time, okay? What I don't want to see happen is I don't want to see folks get a hold of these stock picks and start putting these stock picks into their portfolio in lieu of some of my primary holdings, okay, guys? A lot of these recommendations come in addition to my core holdings in my portfolio, okay? So for example, I wouldn't recommend going out and buying an IBM in lieu of my already existing holdings of Apple and Microsoft in the technology sector. Okay, guys? So just keep in mind, I do these for fun. I want you guys to enjoy. I want you to take these stock picks, look into them for yourself, research them out for yourself, and see if they can't make up a portion of your portfolio. But these are my top stock picks for September, guys. Please enjoy. I thought long and hard about a couple of these before I offered these. I really wanted to put some unique material out there for you guys to kind of get a sense of what I'm thinking, okay? So the first stock that we've got is IBM, all right? I have invested in IBM before. I have made money with IBM. While you wait for this restructuring that's going on with IBM, you're going to enjoy a 4% dividend, all right? I've watched this stock go from the mid-50s down to the 130s. I've watched it go up to the 180s and all the way back to where it is right now in the low mid-40s. And I just took a position on the stock this week in IBM. I picked up 50 shares. I want to see how the stock performs a little bit, but we are talking about a stock that's going through a major transformation between its legacy business and the new cloud computing business. And I believe at some juncture, IBM is going to get this right. And trading at 10 times earnings, guys, you're talking about a $145 billion company that's been around forever. And I know a lot of people out there are going to shake their head at this stock pick, and that's great. That's fine. I encourage that, all right? But again, I kind of put my money where my mouth is here, guys. I'm not just pushing out these stock picks to give you guys, content, all right? These are actual stock buys that I actually made this week, and IBM just looked way too attractive in the 140s in my tracking of the stock. Now, it's come off of reported negative earnings, I think, for the last 21 quarters straight, guys, and there's a reason for that. If you look really deep into the numbers of IBM, you see a decline in their legacy business, and you see an acceleration in the cloud computing business. Okay, guys, one of these quarters here, we're going to reach an impact where IBM actually starts to outpace, and I think for anybody out there looking for the 19% that I talk about of technology exposure in any well-diversified portfolio, I really think that IBM can be an excellent supplement in a low tolerance account, all right, or a low risk tolerance account to supplement some of your other technology holdings. I mentioned mine, which is Microsoft and Apple, and I thought that IBM was an excellent addition to my portfolio. I actually bought this in my brokerage account because I'm actually going to hold the stock long term, all right? Guys, the next one is USB, US Bank Corp, and I picked this because it is actually the best regional bank out there. It's got close to $500 billion in assets under management, and when I started researching this company, it really was interesting about how unique their fee structure is and how they take in profits and how they're able to sustain those profits quarter in and quarter out. And I thought it was a really attractive sector. I wanted to mention to you guys a financial sector stock name. Now, again, we're looking to get 15% exposure in the financial sector, and I think it's really one of the most intriguing sectors that are out there now, in addition to energy. And I know, again, this is going to generate a lot of discussion. There's not a lot of other folks out there talking about the energy sector as a whole, and there's a reason for that, guys. It's been beat down that nobody wants to talk about it. And I absolutely am not afraid of generating that conversation. I really think we're at an impasse in these two sectors. Financials has been beaten down for the last 10 years with regard to the low interest rate, and I believe that environment is changing. And I believe with the downturn in the energy market, I believe that energy sector is actually changing for the better as well. So those two sectors really are my most intriguing. Now, I don't have an energy name up here. I offered Marathon Oil last month to you guys, and I feel just as strongly about Marathon Oil this month than I did last month. All right, but no oil this time around because I really wanted to kind of dig deep into some of the other sectors and really kind of push out some stock picks for you guys that really nobody else is talking about except me. Okay, USP is selling for 13 times earning. We're talking about a market cap of around $87 billion. All right, so an excellent addition to any well-diversified portfolio. Now keep in mind, guys, remember my ground rules. I'm offering this stock pick, as a supplement to a well-diversified portfolio. My particular financial holdings, I already have Wells Fargo and I already have Citigroup, all right? But I'm pushing out this stock pick because this is probably going to be the number 3 financial name that I go ahead and add to my stock portfolio in this coming week. Okay, guys? Number 3 is going to be an interesting one. This is actually out of the materials sector, and when I'm constantly looking at my portfolio and kind of seeing where I need more exposure, where I don't have enough exposure. And this is a company that I've actually tracked for quite some time, and it is enormous, guys. It's $37 billion market cap. It currently trades at 21 times, which is a historical average for Praxair, and it's actually selling at a premium to the rest of the sector. Praxair is actually part of the materials sector, which is actually one of those sectors that I really don't invest in very often. All right, guys. What I practice all the time is trying to talk to you guys about having, different sector allocation within your portfolio. And what that means is that you may have technology on one day outpacing the market, and on the next day you may actually have materials and industrials and utilities actually outpace. So if you have exposure to each of those sectors, then over time a well-diversified portfolio is going to perform in the manner that it's supposed to perform for you guys. And Praxair is the best out of the breed that I could find within the materials sector. I cover a lot of different stocks, but Praxair is actually my very favorite one. It pays a really healthy dividend, and Praxair provides the critical gases, and it actually has its feelers into 25 different industries with the products that they offer, guys. And you want to talk about a relevant company that's going to be around. The price target on this is actually at 150. It's selling right now for around the low 130s. So I'm looking to take a 20 share position in this and just feel it out. Again, it's been a stock that I've covered for quite some time, and the recommendations are just way too positive to ignore now. And I'm actually going to be going ahead and taking a position in Praxair this week, a 20 share position. All right, so again, the materials sector allocation, or in a diversified portfolio, we're looking at about a 3% exposure to materials, and this is the name that I want you guys to be looking into, guys. All right. And just as a bonus pick, I know this is my part of my top 3 videos for the month, but I thought I'd go ahead and offer Blackstone Group. It's been a long-term holding for me, and just here recently I've actually taken an increased stake in it. I've had 100 shares for quite some time. I went ahead and bumped that up another 30 shares of Blackstone. Blackstone is actually a limited partnership. It sells at about 14 times. It's got a market cap of around 39 billion. And if you want to talk about alternative asset management, Blackstone covers 4 different sectors: in real estate, in hedge funds, and these guys are the best in the business. And one thing about owning this stock that's really unique to owning some of the other stocks, each of these pay a healthy dividend, which is kind of another criteria that I look for before I recommend a stock to you guys, is that I want you to get into these high quality dividend paying stocks and adding those to your portfolio, because I know that over time they're going to outpace and perform for you. All right, but Blackstone actually right now is paying a dividend of 8.39%. 8.39%, and I'm really hard pressed to find another, even a real estate REIT, that consistently pays that really nice dividend. So in the low 30s, guys, to purchase a position in Blackstone right now really could be the answer if you're looking to add a limited partnership to your self-managed Roth IRA, the account that I recommend all the time on the Independent Investor channel. Blackstone Group can be a really excellent addition to your guys' portfolio. And while you're waiting for some of this growth, the price target's looking at about 38 bucks a share. So right now in the low 30s, it's a bargain at 14 times earnings. And we're talking about a growth rate, guys, of 20%. And these guys are some of the most well-respected money managers in the business, guys. They know what they're doing. I've really enjoyed owning this stock. I've enjoyed it so much that I've actually increased my position just last week in Blackstone Group, and I highly recommend it to you guys. Guys, thank you so much for tuning into the Independent Investor channel. I really appreciate the support. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. That way you'll be notified of any future uploads that I put online for you guys. If you guys have any ideas or comments on any of the stocks that I've recommended, really encourage you guys to do your own homework before you end up purchasing any of these assets within your guys' diversified portfolios. Leave your commentary at the bottom of the videos. As you guys can see, I respond in great detail to you guys, and I just enjoy the commentary, really. The goal on the Independent Investor channel is to empower one investor at a time, and I do absolutely believe that we're doing that. So hit the thumbs up button, guys. Share this video with anybody out there that you know can benefit from the information, guys. Thank you again for tuning in, and good luck in your investment future.